Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more BattleTech. In the last video, we got pretty beat up. I have a couple mechs I'm going to have to repair, we have a pilot out of action, so there's going to be a recovery phase that we're going to have here with our company. And I'm also bummed out because in that last video, when I was negotiating for the contract, I had set up for more salvage because at that point, I felt like financially we're doing just fine and we could do with more salvage. But when I got to the deploy screen, I remembered I hadn't leveled up any of the pilots. So I initially backed out to do that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to delay any longer. I'm just going to go ahead and do this battle. And when I went back to the deploy screen, I just glanced really quickly at the negotiate screen and I thought the bars were where I had set them, but unfortunately they had reset to the default. And that cost me because if I'd had the amount of salvage I had set up, I could have gotten a trebuchet out of that because we managed to get a head kill on a trebuchet and we would have gotten all three parts of a trebuchet to get a full trebuchet. And that's more telling because when we get over here to the mech bay, the mech that took the heaviest damage is the Vindicator. As you can see, it's seen better days. It's missing an arm right now. And we lost a PPC, which is going to really curtail its ability to give us supporting fire. And that trebuchet would have given us excellent supporting fire. So I'm really bummed out about that. It's just like, you know, the perfect set of circumstances to screw me over a little bit. But it is what it is. We now have to recover. So I'm noticing that the repair button's entirely grayed out. We also have the spider here, which took some internal structure damage because I overheated it out of desperation to try and take out the hunchbacks and the trebuchet that were attacking us. Quite a bit of weight and firepower of mechs that we had to deal with, and despite the fact that they had not their full allotment of armor, it was a real challenge for us at this stage of the game. Especially as I had gone light. I had 2 light mechs and 2 medium mechs. So yeah, you know, it could have ended up worse than it did, so it is what it is. But it looks like we're going to have to go ahead and use refit here to repair. Does it even give us, yeah, damage state requires refit. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. So we have to hit replace on the arm. It's going to strip out the destroy PPC. I don't have a replacement PPC, so there's nothing we can do about that. And we're going to hit repair. And I'm not going to refit this thing. The reason I'm not going to refit it is because I'm just going to strip it out and drop it down because we do have that Centurion, and the Centurion, with what weaponry we have, would more easily fit the support role. We only have 1 missile slot on this mech, and pretty much the only thing I'd be able to do would be, for example, I could do a large laser, and then we'd be dropping some damage, for sure, and some range. I could try and supplement that by increasing the LRM, but the difference in tonnage between an LRM-5 and an LRM-10 is pretty significant. It's just 3 tons, and the difference between a PPC and a large laser is only 2. So I'd have to come up with 1 ton somewhere, and that usually require me to strip something out. So maybe that's a heatsink, maybe that is a medium laser, maybe that's some armor. Those are all things I really don't want to do, and in my opinion, I could set up the Centurion to be more effective in that regard with the weaponry we have, and just the fact that it has more tonnage to work with. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So it's going to take 10 days, which isn't too bad. We've got a little bit of expense. The right arm repair is the biggest expense there, but we can afford it. So I'll go ahead and do that. We'll set that up. I'm going to repair the spider, but this is going to be the lowest priority of all the things I'm going to do. So I did that last so that it's at the back, and we'll always manage tasks if something comes up that we'd rather do. So right now, my game plan is finish the Blackjack. That way we at least have the minimum 4 mechs to do a mission. We'd have the Shadowhawk, we'd have the Blackjack, and we'd have the 2 light mechs. So we could do a mission if we wanted to. That'll take 14 days, and if we traveled, more than likely that's the kind of travel time we'd see. We're also going to have our financial report happen when that happens. The Vindicator then we'll have next, and then the Spider after that. But the Vindicator, when it's done, if nothing else happens, I will bring it down into storage, and we'll bring the Centurion up. That'll take a few days. I'll make that a higher priority than the Spider because I consider that to be more important. I'd like to get a support mech in here, and then we'll have to load it out. That probably will take about 17 days. So quite a time frame we have going here. So we'll see what we have to do. But let's go ahead and take a look at the star map and see what we have to spend our time with. So we still have this travel contract here. Well, what's the system like? Okay, we've got moons, it's uninhabited, ruins, primitive civilization. Okay, so this doesn't bode well. That's kind of more or less the same kind of system that we're already on. We don't have a store here. And I think a store would probably be pretty important. We may even be able to get the rest of that trebuchet. I don't really know if they would be available or not at this stage of the game. But we could also go to our priority mission. I believe the travel for that, I mean, we'll know right here, 25 days. That's not enough time to do all the things we need to do. There may be a store here because we have travel hub, there's manufacturing, those kind of things I think would lead to a store, but maybe there's another place nearby us. So let's take a look. We've got this place here. It's also uninhabited, so that doesn't really speak well of having anything. Let's look at this guy here. Again, uninhabited. All right, well, it's going a little further away from our priority mission, but this isn't too far. Let's see what this one's about. Okay, it's got a mega city, so that means it has some population. Black market, that speaks well. Also the challenge, 1.5 skulls versus... Okay, so it's going to have the same kind of challenge of contract as we saw with this particular planet. And although we don't have a travel contract, there may still be contracts when we get there. So it's going to take 14 days to get there. Hey, our blackjack will be ready in time. So if there's any contracts here, we could do one. Let's take a look at what else we've got. So we've got manufacturing. We've got the black market. Moderate population. Yeah, the mega city we already kind of talked about. You know, all of that kind of makes me think that there's more than likely, first off, there's probably going to be a store because of the black market, but it's going to be maybe a good store too. So, all right, well, that's where I'm going to go. Let's go ahead and travel there. As I know, I do have to level up pilots and things too. I'll probably do that in the near future. I don't think there's anywhere else nearby. I mean, Detroit had a decent setup, but that's going to be really going far away from our contract. So this, I think, is a promising one. Okay, so it's going to cost us 30,000. That's not too bad. Let's go ahead and set our course and start traveling here. Now, I really could use an event that is going to give us some tech points, but we'll see. Maybe that will happen. Maybe it won't. Now, I don't know how random those events are, as I've seen the same kind of events with my other campaign. But maybe that's just the early stage of the game. Maybe they become more random as you get it deeper into the game. I really don't know. But as much as we've had some bad luck here, I don't regret taking the contract we took. As I feel like, you know, we're getting experience, we're getting money, and we're not too far away from getting that trebuchet. So we're going to have to pay some bills here. I still think we're doing all right with the financial situation, so that's fine. We do have to decide on whether we want to continue to spend money here to get our morale up, and I'm going to do that. Why not? We have the money. We're not necessarily in a terrible position financially, and we're not too far away from taking our priority missions, which will probably pay out well. So let's go ahead and accept this.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Okay. So it's already popping up that. Now, do we have any contracts here? I don't want to take them yet, but I want to see if we do. Okay, this is loading up, taking a while. Okay, there we go. It looks like we do have some contracts here. So that's pretty difficult. I don't know if I want to do that. Ambush a convoy. We've done these kind of things before, and this is a little bit lower priority, and we may want to go with the, going with more salvage as well. And then we have beefed up to security. So what are the Highlands, Badlands, and then Tundra? This is a 2-skull one. A lot of pay. May be what we need. Decent salvage. Okay. And this is defend base. We've already done a mission like this, I believe. Ambush convoy. I don't know if we've done in this campaign or not. But this is pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of the reverse of what we did last time, where we had to escort a convoy. And then this is an escort mission. I don't think I want to do another one of those so soon. All right, well, as I said, I'm not necessarily going to do anything right now. Now, one of the reasons I held off on leveling up my pilots is because I knew that monthly payment was going to happen. So better to wait for that. Now, as far as things go for me and my pilot, I would like to get this leveled up as soon as I can. I may level up the guts here as well. I'll go ahead with that. We'll confirm that. We get a little bit more health for our character. Okay, let's see. So Medusa's still out 15 days. He has quite a bit of experience saved up, though. Do we go with the piloting skill up, or do we get him some gunnery skill? I really have to decide on what I end up wanting to do with Medusa as far as his skills. Do I want him to go with the gunnery skill and have another hit-and-run pilot set up like me? Or do we go with the backup here for the sensor lock? I mean, I think I really do want him to be hit-and-run because we're already kind of having him go down this path. For now, I think I'm going to give him that little bit of extra piloting skill. So he's going to get +1 max evasion. That's good. And then 15% base melee hit chance. I'm thinking it's the hit chance. Okay, let's go ahead and confirm that.
Training complete.
And we want to give him the tactics too, just to get him up to that level so that we're ready for that. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay.
Confirmed, Commander.
Jalopy should have a decent amount of experience. I think what I'm going to do for her, I initially had hired her to be a backup scout. I think I'm going to go with her being a backup supporting fire. And so we're going to go for this path here for her. She is already kind of down this path a little bit with her gunnery skill. And with the hit and run setup I'm doing, I don't know if scouting is going to be as important, because if I'm doing the hit and run correctly, then I should have line of sight established in most cases. So I don't know if we necessarily need more than one scout. I could always hire another one, but yeah, I think we're going to go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the gunnery skill here up, and we'll confirm. So she's going to be a backup for Glitch.
I hear ya.
And Glitch, I'm going to start working on having her in more missions to get her leveled up, because I really would like to get the Bulwark skill for her, so that if she's standing still and giving a supporting fire, she's not going to take damage too much.
Commander.
Okay, so now we have Decker, who has a lot of experience. And honestly, I would like to get this leveled up as well. So let's have him go down this path. I don't know what the next skill I'd want for him too. Maybe more evasion would be good to prevent him from getting hit. And you know what? I think that's what we're going to end up doing. He's eventually going to get this Master Tactician. I am going to go for that. But think of all the skills that we could give him. This is probably the more important, because last time with the Spider, I was jumping around a lot when I would have preferred being on the ground, but I wasn't getting enough evasion charges. So I think I'm going to go with the piloting here. So we'll take that skill.
Training complete.
And I think I'm going to save up the rest of my points. Unless I do want to get that gut skill. You know what? That probably wouldn't be necessarily bad. To have more than 3 injuries so we don't have anybody die on us, I'll go ahead and take that now. But I think after that, I'm going to work towards getting more tactics and getting up to here. Okay, and Behemoth hasn't really been in missions for a while, so I don't know if we necessarily have anything for her to do. I'm going to eventually have her go down this path. Do we give her some gunnery skill? We're probably going to have her in the next mission to replace Medusa. So, alright, we'll give her a little bit of gunnery skill. Okay, so as you can see, that was a lot of leveling up. So if we had done that before our payday, that would have cost me a lot. So it's good to do that now. Okay, let's take a look. You know, we don't have anything else to do here, so I guess we can do this fight. It is a risk, because if we take more damage, that's going to be still more time that we have a delay. But before we do that, why don't we take a look at the store? Hey, look at that. We get an AC-10. And we get an upgraded AC-10++. That means it is better ×2, maybe. Okay, so what is the difference? So 60 damage, 20 stability, 15 heat. We've got 60 damage, 30 stability, so it's going to knock stability around a little bit more. And 15 heat. So the heat and damage seems the same. What else is different? Is it at range different? So optimal 300, max 450. Okay. Oh, I see. There's the bonuses. So plus 25% crit and plus 10 stability damage. Okay, I just now noticed that. And I'm going to guess that the description is the same. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wanted an AC-10 anyway for our... Unfortunately, we don't have any mechs here, but we have some good weapons. I may want to pick up some of these, especially as they're upgraded versions. Plus 10 stability damage. Well, we already modified our Blackjack to have an AC-5, but we have an upgraded AC-5 here. It seems like this this particular area specializes in upgraded equipment. Here, LRM-10 upgrade. Now, there isn't a ton of these, so I have a decent amount of money, so what I'll probably do is I'll buy a lot of these up. I'm going to go ahead and buy this.
New weapon systems available.
I'll buy the AC-5 because we do use AC-5s.
New weapon systems
The LRM-10 I'm definitely going to buy. So we'll buy that. I can't get too crazy here, though. The LRM-5 is also upgraded. We used to use LRM-5s, but we're not really using them much anymore. Okay, and that seems to be it. So this particular place has a lot of upgraded equipment. The AC-20 is tempting. So higher crit chance. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it, though. It's the same cost, though, as a normal AC-20, though, so that's tempting. And this is stability damage. I think this is worth it. Yeah, let's buy one of these. And the LRM-5 was what? Stability and crit chance? No, crit chance times 2, so you have a 50% crit chance. Well, that seems pretty good as well. Alright, I'll get this. I mean, we're spending a lot of money here, but I feel like these are really valuable and rare items. So the only one I'm going to pass on is the AC-2. I just don't think that that extra stability damage is worth it, especially in terms of we're only getting one, and we're currently not using an AC-2. So yeah, maybe we could accumulate these and get more of them, but, you know, it is what it is.
New weapon systems available.
I mean, it is tempting, for sure. Ah, what the hell? We'll buy it.
New weapon systems.
Alright, so I just spent a ton of money, but, you know, we got a lot of special weapons that could all be useful. The most important one was the AC-10 and the LRM-10, because we could use those immediately to get our Centurion up and running. I'm actually tempted to buy a normal AC-10 too, so that if we have anything happen with the current AC-10 that we have, I could sell stuff too, to try and recoup some of that money. For example, I could sell the Locust. Now, I mean, it's not giving us a ton of money, only 174,000. All right, well, I'll think about that, but I think those are some good things to get. And now let's take a look at the contract. We want to recoup some of that money we just lost. So I have to decide which contract do I want to take. Do I want to take one that's more about money and try and recoup some of what we just spent there? Okay, so let's see what this has to say. There's a small local government base on the planet that we're currently on that has been attacked by raiders. Their latest attack was far better organized and equipped than the previous ones, suggesting that the raiders are receiving logistical and tactical support from a hostile power. We might not be able to withstand a second attack of that scale. We'd like to hire you to provide additional defensive support. It says, Commander, be careful. If there is a second attack, the raiders will go all out. Alternatively, we could go after this one, which is the lowest paying job, but the lowest difficulty. Become aware of a convoy transporting supplies to a Canopian facility. We'd like those supplies to become lost, if you take my meaning. We will provide the coordinates to locate the shipment and handle any cleanup after the convoy goes astray. Well, I'm going to take this mission purely because I think it's easier, and also Ambush Convoy is a mission that I'm a little bit more comfortable with, perhaps. So let's go with that one. And do we want to go more salvage or money? I think we'll go 50-50 here, despite the fact that we do need the money. I'm going to go 50-50 purely because this is a convoy. We'll have the opportunity to get weapons here. So, all right, this is what we're going to go with. I mean, this is not necessarily that high paying of a job, either in salvage or money, and it's kind of risky because I believe the mission we just did was 1.5 skulls, and it resulted the way it did. So I'm going to accept this contract. Okay, so right now we have to deploy our mechs. So we're going to give him a locust. I'm going to continue to pilot the commando. We're going to remove jalopy and put glitch in. And we are going to get the blackjack out here. Now, the problem is we don't really have a lot of supporting fire. More of a close range setup. But I will have to do... so we don't have Medusa. It's going to be Behemoth then. As I feel like that is, you know, the second best pilot we could put in this particular setup. So, all right. Hopefully we don't have too much bad things happen to us here. All right, here we go.
Command interface initiated.
Commander, we've reached the coordinates we were provided. Move into position to intercept the shipment. Once the shipment is destroyed, head to the evac zone. Oliveira out. Okay, so that's the important thing here, though. We're here to destroy a convoy, not to kill the escorts. And considering everything that's going on, I honestly think...
What's up, boss?
that would probably be a good strategy. Just focus on that. Trying to move the heavier mechs first. Go ahead and have you jump. You can probably get further.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Decker. Oh yeah, you have to brace. Hey, Decker. Charge on over this way. I may put my pilot on that particular task, as with my firepower, we may have an easier time with that. The Locust may be able to do it too, but I think the other 3 mechs, whoever I assign to that task, the other 3 mechs should work on dealing with the escorts, perhaps. I mean, we'll see once everything happens who the escorts are and what's going on with that. But Decker's job may be just to sensor lock guys, make it easier for my 2 medium mechs to deal with them. And then my pilot... Matter of fact, this is where we're supposed to intercept them. Where is their extraction point? Let's zoom out here. Okay. I'm going to assume it's not over here. So, there it is. So, they are probably going to... If they're coming from this way... Ah, yeah, there's a path here. So, they're probably going to go along this ridge here. So, if I were to attack them up along this, would probably be the cliff face here. Would probably be a good place to attack them from. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and put... Decker here.
Roger that.
And then we'll put my mech.
I've got eyes on the target.
Kind of going along that path as well. Then you, my friend, because we already have vision. Let's have you jump up.
Here we go.
And then we'll have Glitch. Oh yeah, we have to tell you to brace. Glitch is also going to jump because with the terrain being what it is, that's probably the fastest way she's going to move.
Ready, set.
And brace.
Give them everything you've got.
Okay, we were inspired. That's good, I guess. We've got a mech coming in. We've got 2 vehicles. I'm guessing this is a light mech because it acted early. Okay. We could move here, and this is kind of an aggressive move, but as I said, I did want to kind of move along. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and reserve.
Waiting for my opening. Sensors have something.
Okay, another light mech. Okay. We have something that's medium. Probably one of these vehicles, I would imagine. Then one of them's heavy as well. Okay. Well, the idea here is for the Locust to kind of stick in the combat, maybe, and have the Commando do the beating up of guys. Can the Commando see anybody yet? No, not if we go in the woods here, which is kind of where I want to end up. So, let's see with the Locust.
Orders?
we move here, we'll be able to see both of them. Honestly, it's not the right move to do that now, though. Let's reserve. So, yeah, one of the vehicles is medium. And one's heavy. We're going to have to assume that there's more vehicles we can't see, though, because 2, that doesn't seem like enough. Now, whether there's more than 2 mechs, I don't know. I guess we'll find out once we move stuff. Okay. So, again, I think reserve is the right call. Because they've got stuff that moves in the heavy initiative phase. And we don't want to get caught with that. Okay, we have vision of that guy for a second. It was an APC of some type.
Another blip on my screen.
Okay, I'm going to assume that the enemy's moved at this point. So do we attack aggressively this turn? I don't think that's a wise move. We might be able to break vision by going in this little ridge here. They will be able to attack me fairly easily, though, so I don't know if that's necessarily a wise move. Well, we can see just about everybody that's here if we move here. Let's go ahead and do that. We won't be able to use our firepower at its most effective, but we at least get that vision. And I can kind of decide at this point what do we want to do. Kind of putting the locust in the line of fire here by doing this, though. Okay. So we're looking at a locust 1M, a Jenner, and then we've got some APCs. That's a new mech, right? Yeah, so there's 3 mechs that we know about. Can't say for sure. Maybe another light mech, because it looks like there's a chevron there. Okay, well, sensor lock the Jenner, because that's the most threatening mech, I would imagine. Let's do that. It's going to be better than just firing at it. Because all we'd have is a medium laser, and it only has a 30% chance to hit. Okay. We could have fired on one of these APCs, though. Okay, so if we move where I wanted to, now we can actually see things. I can more or less pick who I want to attack here. I don't want to face too hard one way, though, because I want to continue to be able to move. But it is the commando's job to go after the APCs. So that's probably who I'm going to focus on. What I may do is I'll go with multi-target here. You'll be A, and you, my friend, will be B. And we'll just sling the medium laser on B. That way we get rid of some evasion.
Engaging multiple targets.
Alright, hopefully this is enough. That was all a side shot. Not enough. I mean, it's a heavier APC. Okay, I'll take that shot. That was just out there to make the medium mechs have an easier time. Okay.
What can I do for you?
We had a shot back here. Ideally, I want to get closer, though. Close enough to use my medium lasers if I can. I don't... Actually, I think we will get that close. By looking at that one range bracket, it looks like we'll just get that APC in. So, I think with this, we'll do a multi-target. We'll hit that APC that we've already hit. That will probably kill it. Yeah, that seems to be the best move. So, you're A, and the Jenner is going to be B again. And we'll switch the AC5 to the B, and fire away.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
There we go. So, good opening turn so far. And then Behemoth can jump. And we'll jump in nice and close here. Maybe able to get in and punch some of these lighter mechs if they get too brazen.
Lifting off.
Do we go after the APCs first, though? Again, it's going to be the job of the commando to do that. So, I think we go after the Jenner. We may be able to kill it. Do I go for the kill now? If I do a precision strike, I could go for the center torso and maybe get the kill. fired. -1 difficulty to all attacks, so that sounds good. Let's go with the precision strike. Why not? Go center torso, and hopefully we get the kill. Well, we did some good damage there. Managed to take out one of the weapons, at least get a crit on it, making it harder to hit. Okay. So here comes that one light mech we weren't sure what it was. Oh, it's another Jenner. Well, it fired and missed, I guess. Now, the one Jenner that we hit, we knocked down in initiative, so that's actually pretty good. I honestly think the light mech should wait, as I don't necessarily have a target just yet. And this also puts the ball in my court to be able to maybe take that Jenner out before it gets a chance to move. Because with our Shadowhawk, we've got the Bulwark trait. If I just stay still, I can just hit the Jenner again. I won't have Precision Strike, but hopefully we just get lucky with the attack.
Locking on target.
And we did hit. There we go. So we don't even have to worry about that light mech. I mean, there was a little bit of luck there. Very likely we wouldn't... Well, it's possible we wouldn't have gotten that hit. Okay, the one APC is running away. All right, the other Jenner kind of worries me. Oh, the Locust is just a sitting duck now. Oh, that's nice. Do we charge in with our Locust? Probably not yet. We should have glitch move. Let's turn off the AC5 just to see what the range bracket looks like. I think that the Locust will be in range. We can confirm that by doing that. Okay. Probably I should move into cover. Do we still have that? Yeah, I'll do that. And the reason why I'm doing this move the way I'm doing it is so that we get that cover. Fortunately, we are kind of focusing our one side. They're going to get a side shot on me nice and easy. So we do a precision strike. I think what I'm going to do is multi-target here, because I do want to make this Jenner a little easier to hit. So you are going to be A, you are going to be B, and we'll make B the AC5.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
Okay. Hey, I will take it. Get rid of some of that firepower.
Hell yes.
Oh my!
Gotcha.
Well, there you go. Okay, we're getting really lucky now. I can't get too cocky. But at this point, I don't know if this is the last of the mechs. We'll find out, I guess, soon enough.
They've got a lock on me.
I'm going to reserve because I don't think it really matters if we do. And we do know that one of these guys is heavy. And we prefer to have them, you know, move and do what they're going to do. Oh, look at that. We've got another mech. Can't tell you what that is. It was definitely an autocan that just hit me. 22 damage halved. That'd be an AC5. So what is that? A Shadowhawk, maybe? Well, I still think we wait here. We let that transport do its move. And I might be able to get a rear shot on it. Or a side shot, which would be better. Okay. I'll have me go. And my role is just to get in and take out the APCs. I think I'm going to go after the one in front first. And I'll just fire a little bit on the... Let's go... Huh. I don't know if I have enough firepower to take a guy out from the rear. We're going to use multi-target, though, here. And you're going to be A and you're going to be B. And we're going to switch the medium laser over to B.
Engaging multiple targets.
I don't know if this is enough on that rear to kill it. Alright, well, we're putting damage out. And Decker, I think, should take its attack
Standing by.
against the Locust. We're going to have to get nice and close, though, for that.
On my way.
But we have a fairly good chance of killing this guy. I mean, we have a medium laser and 3 small lasers. And against a Locust that is already having reduced armor because of this thing here. Fairly good chance, I'd say.
Full salvo.
Especially if we get a lot of focus on the center torso like that.
Target eliminated.
Okay, looking good so far. So what is this? The Wolverine. All right, interesting. All right. Well, I think the best thing to do with my light mechs is to react. Especially as they have good evasion up. So I'm going to reserve. We may get hit a little bit here. I think I may do a precision strike against the Wolverine to lower its abilities. I mean, lower its initiative at the very least.
Waiting for orders.
All right, so I'm going to move up. And I'm going to focus on the Wolverine here. Looks like we can hit him. So
Roger that.
I'm going to go with a precision strike just to knock him down in initiative so he doesn't get to go. Might not really matter. But it also makes us have a better chance of hitting here. Where to hit? Let's just go for the kill.
Roger.
A Wolverine's going to be a tricky opponent. So we'll have to see how this goes. I might do a split shot with glitch.
Waiting on you, Commander.
That is if I have a shot to do. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have a shot here. I should jump. Well, you know what? I don't know if it matters. We're going to be a little bit of a target, though, if I stay out in the open. He's more than likely going to go after me. Now, it's only an AC-5. That's all he'd be able to hit me with. It's still scary, though. But at this point, I think this is the right call. It's going to give us an opportunity to cool off. Fire away.
Uh-huh.
Okay, another hit there. Okay. Well. What to do, what to do.
Commander?
I think we reserve. I think that's the best call. We allow the Wolverine to do its thing. That's a little curious. What did this guy not move? Alright, we'll reserve again just to let him do his thing. But we have high evasion on our light mechs, and I want them to not get hit. Or get hit. A lot. Ow.
I'm taking internal damage.
Okie dokie. Well, it's just one medium mech against us.
Orders?
I am tempted here to just go after this vehicle. I'll be able to build up a fair amount of evasion charges, and melee strikes are pretty damn good against vehicles. And we've got all these small lasers to follow it up with. I think this would have a pretty good chance of killing these guys. It's just the medium-size APC.
Locked on for physical attack.
Okay, we hit there. There we go. And then the commando is going to have to chase after these other guys. I think that both these mechs should chase because if we let these guys get away from us, we are going to lose. So obviously that would be bad. Oh, is that as far as I can move? Oh, I wonder what the deal is. Is the locust blocking my way? It seems awfully short. Yeah, I can't even get there with a sprint. Weird. The locust must be blocking the way. Well, that kind of sucks, but we should be able to work with it. We'll attack this turn. We'll get the initiative bonus, and or the advantage, and we'll go in and attack them again. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack this guy. I'm tempted to do precision strike here. I don't know if we should waste it on this guy though. But you know what? I'm gonna do it. We need to make sure that these guys die. Let's go after the rear armor. He's still alive, so I guess it's good that we have both mechs going after these guys. All right, well, we'll have Decker go first here because he's obviously blocking the way. I guess I'll stomp on him again. Should we stomp on the one that's further away? Yeah, what the heck. We'll stomp on the one that's further away.
Position confirmed.
And hopefully we're getting well away from that Wolverine, so it's not really a problem. Okay, that should be rear armor. You've seen these guys are pretty heavy duty. Well, he's dead.
Show 'em what you got.
Okay, and I'm hoping the commander should be able to get through here, and if not, then we'll just make the attack from where we are. No, we get through. I guess the locust was blocking the way. It seems kind of weird, but let's turn so we're not giving the back to our opponent over there. The Wolverine, that is. We've got good evasion up. Go ahead and open up. I mean, at this token, that's a lot of firepower there. And he's still alive. Wow. Here comes a Wolverine. Okay, missing me. That's good. Okay, let's smoke this guy.
I hear ya.
Okay.
Coordinates received.
Not sure if a punch would be the best move here or not, but we're gonna open up on him nonetheless. We'll go with a precision strike, why not? And we'll go after this torso section because it's already kind of messed up. Okay, we didn't quite take it out, but we get an SRM-6 crit.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
Let's go ahead and do the punch here. And we'll go after that side that's already messed up.
Copy that.
Okay, there we go. We got it. Unfortunately, that hit the leg, but...
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Guy's gonna move away from us. He's probably gonna open fire on the Locust, I would imagine. I don't know what kind of weapons he has. Okay, that sucks.
Can't hold it.
We just lost our leg.
Commander.
I can't believe that happened. Alright, well, we'll be able to get up. Let's just make sure this guy dies. I'm gonna get right up to him, point blank range, and we're going to dump a bunch of missiles into him. Now, the downside is the Wolverine will be able to attack the Locust. I really don't have a way of stopping him, so...
All weapons committed.
Yeah, that really sucked. Especially as we had so much evasion. For them to be able to do that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I did a precision strike. So you're gonna stand up, thank you. And we're going to get you the hell out of there. Get you into these woods, and then I'm going to brace you up.
Roger.
That way, the enemy isn't able to take the Locust out by getting another lucky shot. So the Locust, unfortunately, is going to be out of commission for a little while, but that's okay in the grand scheme of things. We have more light mechs than anything else, so we'll brace. Now, if I can get one of these Jenners, I'd be very happy about that. Okay, well, I want
Good to go.
Butch here. And we might as well just keep focusing on the side that is already beat up.
This should be good.
Got him. That's all the convoy guards down. Good job. That's money in the bank. Now, honestly, I think we got a little lucky there. We got a head hit there on the one Jenner, which took him out pretty much immediately. All targets eliminated. Sit tight, and I can collect you from where you are right now.
Mission
Okay.
successful.
It just that Locust hit. I mean, we had high evasion, and he still clipped my leg. Really lucky. All right, here we are. So we got some bonus cash for doing our secondary objective. So not too bad here on the cash stand front. Hopefully that did get us up in money, getting us back into that. Okay, let's go ahead and go into the next thing. So yeah, we did take some damage on the Locust, unfortunately. So we're going to have to repair that. And otherwise, let's move on. Got 1,200 experience. Oh, and this guy took an injury too because of the fall from the leg. So the pilot will be out for a little while. We're going to have time to wait anyway. Now, I'm going to try and get a Jenner because with the hit and run tactics I'm trying to do, Jenners are very effective. And we don't necessarily have a great chance of getting one of these. And yeah, I'd love a Wolverine. But here we have 2 chances of getting a Jenner. And actually, we already have 1 part. So we already have the Jenner, regardless of what we roll now. So I'm happy with that. We did manage to get the Wolverine too, so that's good. Out of all the salvage I'd want, that's pretty much it. The 2 Jenners and the Wolverine. So we have a full Jenner now. And that actually makes me just want to get rid of the Locust. But let's go ahead and go forward here. Okay, Jenner Ds run hot, and they run fast, but can quickly bound into combat to deliver a knockout punch, even against heavier units. Their capability with speed and weaponry tends to come at the expense of lower armor capacity, though. Well, not any lower than a Locust, though. We're going to need to do some mech repairs before our next contract boss. Can't go into combat like this. See me in the mech bay when you're ready. Yeah, because the Locust is out, we don't actually have enough mechs here. So the Locust is probably going to go bye-bye. It's done its job, but, you know, we don't really need it around anymore. Honestly, the Spider might be a good one to get rid of as well, but its high mobility makes it a good scout. So either one would be fine, but in both cases, we have to repair first. We can't scrap the mech yet. I'm sorry, we can't send it down. Not unless we just scrap it and take some money. And you know what? That's very tempting to do. I'm not going to do that, though. As much as it is tempting, it's going to take me longer to get this mech up and ready. Is the main reason I wouldn't want to do. Man, I'm really tempted. I think we even have maybe a Spider in storage. I really wish you could look at things like that. But at this point, we get the Jenner right away, and that saves me a few days. So I think we just take the cash here and we get rid of the Spider. At this point, I think the Spider is kind of gone beyond its usefulness, and I think the Jenner is way more useful. So yeah, we'll scrap it. Okay, the mech's components will be stored and its chassis removed permanently from your inventory. All right. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see if they did indeed put the Jenner in there. They did. So I do. Oh, it's fully loaded too. Awesome. Maybe that's what would have happened with the Commando if we'd done that. So I don't even have any work to do. So that was the right call. Now, storage-wise, I wasn't sure if I had another Spider. No, I don't. But we have 2 of 3 parts. So if ever we fight a spider again, we could always get one and put it in storage. But yeah, I wasn't actually aware of that. If you put one right into a bay, I mean, it's pretty much ready to go. So we now have enough mechs to go if we want to do another contract. I don't know if we'll do that, but in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.